Hi, Screamin Scott from 101 WRIF in Detroit at the world-famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop where they filmed the original TV series Pawn Stars. I'm here with the multi-mogul himself, Chumlee. Chumlee, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just enjoying my day, getting a little bit of work in.
Work?
I mean, every man works differently.
Well, I got to say, you basically right now, just looking around the store, have taken a page out of like Gene Simmons' playbook. You are on everything. Coffee mugs, T-shirts, everything. How many items do you know that you have that your face is the logo of?
I don't even count. I wouldn't even know. I know I probably got like 6 or 7 shirts, like you said, coffee cups. We got ashtrays, coasters, blankets, bobbleheads. We probably have puzzles out there.
Now, do you have a say in some of the products that you have out?
I own 100% of my likeness. It's all registered and trademarked to me. So I actually rent my likeness to Rick per month. He pays me a fee, and he gets to use my likeness in almost any way he wants.
Now, how did you get started at Pawn? I know you and Corey were friends. When did you and Corey meet?
Me and Corey met when supposedly my sister said someone was making fun of her. Went to the park. We got in a scuffle. Find out later he was making fun of the neighborhood. They're in the same grade. We're like 2 years apart. Everyone's in the same neighborhood. Eventually, we just became friends. I've been at the pawn shop since 2002. I got the job because when Corey turned 21, his dad bought a Quiznos. Someone had to actually work at Quiznos who owned it, so Rick didn't want to go there, so he gave a piece of it to Corey. I was managing McDonald's at the time. They said, come manage our Quiznos. I started working at the pawn shop part-time, Quiznos full-time because it was right down the street, and it was a business district thing, so it was closed on the weekends. It was open 9 to 5, and pretty much just worked here. Quiznos closed down, and the show started about 6 months later.
So somehow a spinoff of you managing McDonald's, I think, would be awesome. Also, is there any talk of maybe sometime in the future, kind of a spinoff where it's the Chumlee Show?
As much as I would love to do the Chumlee Show, we film 80 episodes a year, and it's just ridiculously crazy. So any extra minute that I get at this point, I just like to relax and try to gather my thoughts.
Well, how about your own rock band?
What do you mean there?
Well, what kind of music are you into?
Oh, okay. I'm listening to dirty, filthy, stinking rap.
Right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I grew up listening to everything. I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up obviously listening to Kurt Cobain, Pearl Jam, Tupac, Dr. Dre. It's just one of those things. I'm 30 years old, so...
You forgot one.
When you grow up in the 90s...
You forgot Grandmaster Flash.
That's too old for me.
Oh, that's too old for you?
Yeah, that's too old for me, man. I'm Biggie, Tupac, Puff Daddy. Well, Diddy now, I guess. See, I'm too old for this stuff now, but yeah, I listen to dirty rap.
Well, I've noticed in some of the newer episodes, they're giving you a little more clout to kind of be on your own, and you've been doing great with the 10-carat sunglasses that you took in doing the night shift. Do you really like being able to do it on your own and getting the credit you finally well-deserved?
I've always pawned things on my own since the day I got here. Like antiques and stuff are different for me, but it feels good to pawn. It feels good to buy and sell things from people, and it feels good to get a good enough deal and to sell it. But since day one, I've been buying and selling. I don't know how the TV show goes too much. I know I don't really buy stuff alone. We kind of pair up, and obviously Rick knows a lot more than me about everything, so my opinion doesn't matter when we're together.
Well, we're at Chumlee from the Gold and Silver Pawn where Pawn Stars is filmed, and you got a bike for your birthday. How was Sturgis?
Sturgis was amazing. I got the motorcycle, and it was great. Triple black. Danny knows everything's black, and the weather was beautiful. The ride was beautiful, and it was a good time. Great way to celebrate 30.
Now, besides that, what is life like outside of the pawn shop? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I'm just a real homebody. I stay home. It sounds lame, but I stay home and play with my dogs, and I just kind of hang out with my friends. Started a clothing company recently. This is it, obviously, but working on a wine company right now. So
wine company?
Coming out with some wine. Coming out with a lot of things. I got a lot of things going on. So really, that's what I do in my spare time is I find something else to work on.
Also, I noticed no scandals. I don't see you on TMZ much.
No. I'm not a scandal. I'm not a scandal type. My friends are are my friends, and when we go out, they make sure to do their best that nothing crazy goes on.
Now, can you remember like the best item you ever got from the pawn shop?
My favorite item was the Buick Regal. It was actually the Buick Regal I put on hydraulics. But the best item might have been long before the show when I bought a gold necklace. I put it on layaway, and gold went up so fast that I paid the necklace off and sold it back to the pawn shop for a $500 profit.
I know you're a gamer. I know you're a gamer also. What are kind of the game? You like the classic arcade games I see when it comes into the shop, but what are you playing now?
I don't play too much video games these days. I just don't have a lot of free time, but I play PlayStation 3 when I get the chance. I bust out FIFA, play some FIFA, some good old soccer. I'm a sports guy, a first-person shooter. So the new Modern Warfare comes out, I'm playing that. The new Madden comes out, I'm going to try that. But it's a lot harder to find spare time. I never play online anymore either because, I just get 100 messages as soon as I turn it on.
Now, what's in your future? Is there anything you could tell us about what's the next step for Chum?
Well, I guess the next step for me would just be to develop my clothing line and to develop this wine and just get them both off the ground and running. I'm really excited about both of them, and I've been putting a lot of hard work into both of them with separate partners on each venture. So the next thing in line for Chum is just to capitalize on this, capitalize on me. People seem to enjoy my presence, and I seem to make people laugh. So
you love to party in Vegas, don't you?
I'm not a partier. I'm not a partier, man.
I want to do shots with you.
You want to do shots with Corey, I promise.
Okay.
Corey did an interview with a guy, and they ended up getting lip tattoos. Yeah.
Lip tattoos?
They ended up. He followed Corey around for 8 hours, and the young kid went back with a lip tattoo. It's like 21-year-old kid. So Corey's the party animal. I just stay at home and mind my P's and Q's.
Well, best of luck to you, Chumlee, and thank you so much for taking the time and interview with 101 WRIF.
The pleasure's all mine. Thanks for having me.
Chumlee from Pawn Stars for the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop right here in downtown Las Vegas. It's 101 WRIF.